What's up, you guys? It's me from Tamim Tech here, back in another video for you guys. And I know, before you click away, Google Pixel 6 rumors have been going around everywhere, and I'm sure you've seen countless videos about the Google Pixel 6 Pro and the regular Google Pixel 6 for that matter. Now, we all heard that Google's got its own Whitechapel SoC coming. It's got big camera upgrades. Finally, it's getting a 120Hz display. We're finally going to see a larger version of the Pixel, 6.7 inch for the Google Pixel 6 Pro. And I'm not sure how big the Google Pixel 6 is, the regular one, but I'm sure it's going to be maybe 6 inches, 6.1 inches. Nothing too small, nothing too big, somewhere down the middle. The Pixel Pro, I'm just going to call it Pro. The Pixel Pro is going to be having, what is it, 5,000 milliamp battery, Quad HD plus, 120Hz display, three cameras finally. And by the looks of it, thanks to Jon Prosser and all the other people out there that are leaking this information out for us, it looks like it might have a periscope lens. And periscope lens is pretty much what Samsung has been using for their 100 times zoom and their 10x zoom, 30 times zoom. So we're finally gonna see all these big camera upgrades and a Sony 50 megapixel main sensor. Megapixels don't matter when it comes to Google Pixel phones. As you know, they've been rocking 12 megapixel cameras for the longest time, all the way back to the Pixel 2 XL, the first Pixel. They've been rocking that for a long time, and they've been rocking a 3-year-old sensor and just rocking with their computational photography and keeping up with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the Galaxy S21 Ultra. So the Pixel has been holding its own with really old hardware. And most recently, what we call a mid-range SoC or a mid-range chip, like the Qualcomm Snapdragon 875G or 765 actually, excuse me. Something that's not the flagship chip, pretty much, for that matter. And now with Google being in control of their own chip and making their own chip, they pretty much are doing what Apple is doing, and they're in control of the hardware and the software. Now, when the company gets to control the hardware and the software, they can have really smooth integration with each other. They're able to control how long the phones will get updates. And this is really exciting because I was a huge Pixel fanboy back when the Pixel 2 XL was out. I was rocking that phone. Everybody was asking me what camera was I using, what phone did I have. My photos look so professional, it looks so good. And that was back when the Pixel 2 XL was like the king of computational photography. The iPhone couldn't keep up, Samsung couldn't keep up, nobody really could. But where the Pixel lacked was in video, and that's where the iPhone would always shine. But we've been seeing some minor improvements with the Pixel 5 and the 4a 5G when it comes to video. So I imagine with the new hardware, Google will definitely be making good videos, and I'm hoping it will be on par with the iPhone finally. Now, if an Android phone could finally compete with iPhone videography, Apple better watch out, man, because this is really exciting. Because I've been wanting to jump ship away from Apple for a long time now, because I've had iPhone for 2 years, and I finally invested in the ecosystem. I got the MacBook, the iPad, Apple TV, the watch, AirPods, all of that. But I'm also a huge fan of Google, and I've been waiting for Google to do something with their hardware to compete with Apple to get me to a little, come on back. Now with Apple, I'll make a separate video about that, but I was pretty much staying with it because it's easier for my workflow with AirDrop and stuff to the MacBook and the iPad, communicating with family and friends with FaceTime and iMessage. I know. And I understand that's like a thing in America, and in Europe, they use WhatsApp and different other messaging apps. So that's for a whole nother video, but this is exciting stuff, man. And not only that, the phone looks amazing based on the renders that Jon Prosser showed, and the other renders I've been seeing from OneLeaks. The renders look really good. Like, I'll post it right here for you guys to see, and it looks really good. The design is top notch, and it has no notch. I mean, if you want to count the little circle in the middle as a notch, but it still looks clean, it looks great, it looks sleek, and I'm really, really, really excited to see what Google has to offer. Now, not only that, Google has announced, you've heard this already, the Pixel Watch. So finally, Google's going to be releasing the Pixel Watch after years of rumors and it may be coming out and not coming out when we thought it would. With Google teaming up with Samsung and Google owning Fitbit and the acquisition being final, I imagine the Pixel Watch would be a top-notch health fitness tracking watch and smartwatch for all Android users with Wear OS finally becoming what they call Wear, and that's not the final name, it's finally going to compete with the Apple Watch. So first, there was no phone to really compete with Apple when it comes to photo and video at the same time, and now there was no manufacturer to really compete with the Apple Watch. Sure, the Galaxy Watch 3 is a phenomenal watch, and the TicWatch Pro 3 is a phenomenal watch. There's other good watches out there, but no watch has had the seamless integration with their phone like the Apple Watch and the iPhone. When the Pixel Watch coming out, it's gonna have, I imagine it's gonna have the same seamless integration. I would hope it has the same controls and this more offerings in the App Store now that you can access apps with the Google Play Store. That was one of Wear OS's strengths. It had a lot of apps available, whereas with Samsung, with Tizen, there weren't a lot of apps supported. But now with Google and Samsung teaming up and making a whole new software called Wear, soon to be called something else, it's gonna have, I imagine, that Google Play Store will be there, the Fitbit app will be available, and I believe they said the Fitbit app and this Wear software will be available for the premium Fitbit devices, so I imagine the Versa 3 and the Fitbit Sense. But unfortunately, from what I've heard, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 and anything before that with Rock and Tizen will not get this update. I mean, hopefully they do, but from the looks of it and what I'm hearing, what I've been reading online, it's not going to get that update. If anything pops up, let me know in the comments below. But that kind of sucks. I mean, they still are offering years of update with the Tizen software, but it would have been nice to see the flagship Samsung watches get that new Wear upgrade and have that Fitbit integration in there as well. And that would just be phenomenal. You get pretty much an Apple Watch version of Android or whatever, and that's just a game changer, a huge game changer. Google has been really making moves with the Nest Audio, the Chromecast TV, very budget friendly. You still get HDR, 4K, Dolby support. The Nest Audio sounds better than the HomePod Mini. That's why I'm selling mine. I'm really glad I copped that. Actually, it's a really good investment. And I was debating between that and the Echo, but I really like the Google integration and all that. That's for another video. But yeah, man, I'm really excited to see what Google has to offer. This is going to be phenomenal. Imagine that, man, a 50 megapixel new bigger sensor with Google's computational photography. Imagine that. It's going to look sick, man, because Google's always had the best color renders and they really are the king of portrait mode. Man, it's going to be sick. I cannot wait. And video, I hope to God, is on par with the iPhone, if not better, and maybe they can offer that same HDR Dolby Vision stuff, maybe, but we will see, and it's gonna be good. Techtober is gonna be popping, man. And also, from what I heard, these phones might be delayed, and it's because of the chip shortage that's been going on throughout the world. But I mean, this wait might be worth it, because if Google is doing what we think they're doing based off these leaks and renders, Apple better watch out, man, because they're already late to the game with the 120 hertz anyway, and the chips in the iPhone are overpowered for a phone anyway, so I mean, it should be fine, because Google's SoC is rumored to be somewhere in between the Snapdragon 88 875, somewhere in there. It's not super powerful, it's not more powerful than the 88s, and definitely not as powerful as the A14, soon to be A15. That chip is just overpowered for its own good. It's a lot of power for a cell phone. It's really meant to like power something like an iPad or a MacBook, to be honest, because what are you gonna do with all that power on a cell phone? A14 Bionic chip, benchmarks almost on par with computers, but what are you gonna do with that in a cell phone, man? As long as it's running cell phone software, you're just gonna open your apps faster and scroll faster. No big deal. Process photos and process video better. Yes, that's a big deal, but then again, if you work only from that device, then yes, that makes total sense. But if you have other workflows like tablets and other computers, I don't know, man. But yeah, man, this is exciting stuff. Techtober is gonna be popping. Yo, pop, 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 when you see bam! If you like more videos like this where I just talk about tech and you guys can talk in the comments, we can discuss your excitement for Google, what you expect in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Got a couple more videos coming. I got the Nest Audio. I'm going to compare it with some other smart home devices that you've already seen on the channel if you're already subscribed. And if you are new, welcome, and I'm happy to have you here, and I'm glad you're taking this journey so we can talk tech all day long and just check the news together. And I'll have more videos for you guys to help you pick out stuff that you might want to buy or purchase, or you thought about this, haven't done it yet. I'm gonna make videos like that soon. If you have something you want me to review, if you want to see what it's like to use it before you buy it, let me know, and I might just come through with that. So let's talk in the comments below, and stay tuned for more videos, like I said. All right, and I'm out. Take care. Peace.